Welcome to Invictus Motors, here in this lovely sunny autumnal Essex afternoon, and today we're going to look at this F10 BMW M5, this turbocharged 4.4 litre V8 engine monster that we are going to luckily enough take out on the roads of Essex this afternoon to give you an appreciation of what this particular model's like with the few added extras that it has. Okay, so behind the wheel of the F10 M5, I previously owned the generation before this with the V10, the E60 model of this car. So this feels almost familiar. However, this is my first drive in this particular iteration, and I must admit it is feeling exactly as I would have expected it to. The ride not too firm, however you know that you're in something with some sporting pedigree to it. The size, the space, the comfort means that it's an everyday car. No problem at all to be able to jump in it and do your daily commute, go to the shops, pick the kids up, whatever it might be. But then you know that you've got something that you can experience and have a bit of fun with should the situation, the road conditions, etc. allow, just to make that daily commute that bit more interesting. Just in a 40 mile an hour speed limit at the moment, doing 40 miles an hour, just over 1,000 RPM, probably getting around about 20-24 miles to the gallon, and it's behaving exactly how you'd expect it to be. Steering isn't too heavy, however it has a nice weight to it. Always loved any M style BMW with a nice fat chunky gearbox, all the dials, buttons, etc. with all of the M bits and pieces, the voice control for the phone system, etc. are all to hand, all the stuff you'd need, and the paddles behind there. And it's coming up to a nice first corner. Those downshifts, yeah, just letting that downshift pull up. Oh, this particular vehicle is fitted with a aftermarket exhaust. I don't quite have the details to hand at the moment, but we'll get those to you. He's making it sound probably more like the M should have done from factory, with a bit more note to it, but it's not deafening, it doesn't spoil, it doesn't enter the cabin too much. Haven't dropped it down a gear or two yet, but again, it is just nice to know that it's giving you that sort of acoustic that you would want from any burbling V8. Let's just enjoy the drive. We've got a few B roads coming up, however, being a Friday afternoon, the traffic is quite heavy. So, no over annoying squeaks, rattles. This is a 2013 vehicle, and interior is like, there's a few signs of wear here and there, but pretty much like the day it came out of the factory, really. It's a very nice example. Rides extremely well. So just before we get into the national speed limits, then we're going to come out of its lowest setting, have a play with the M buttons and the M settings. As soon as I'm dropping that down one, you can already feel that. There we go. Just picking that gear up, just holding the gears for a lot longer. That's now 50 miles an hour, but I'm in fifth. And again, I'll drop it back down again, and it'll instantly drop down in. So if you need an eco, it's nice, sophisticated ride, you got anybody in that wants full comfort, absolutely put it in D, cruise along. It's like any luxury vehicle, any top of the range M5. Play with the settings. When you're on your own, wanting a little bit more fun, and it turns into an absolutely different vehicle altogether. So we're up on the third setting now. We'll keep it in D. However, we'll wait for a little bit of straight road to come up. That's holding fourth gear at 50 miles an hour. just wanting to go. Just a tiny blip of the throttle just picks up speed like there is no tomorrow. Holding that gear, holding that note, sound from that exhaust is phenomenal. Unfortunately, I managed to pull out behind the slowest van I could find today, even in a national speed limit. I'll drop it back down again. Once you're in this vehicle, you wouldn't even look for the buttons after you've driven it a few times. It's effortless driving, just even in normal drive, coming up a hill there, 30 miles an hour, put my foot down. There's so much torque in this engine that it didn't even drop down to F10. It just pulled me up the hill at 30 miles an hour in 6th gear. I didn't even know, didn't even feel it. Great car. Very impressed. Been a while since I've been in an M5. Been a while. This been the last generation of the two-wheel drive as well. Is the one to go for me. It's the it's an M car, you know, as you would have perceived them a good few years ago, how you'd want them to be. On the way back, clear a bit of road now at national limit. Let's press the M1 button. Don't think on a winter's day I'm going to bother with the M2, which turns it traction and other bits and pieces off. Once you've confirmed that, then I don't want to run out of skill halfway around the corner in this weather. Even though it's a lovely day, the roads are still a bit damp, especially in the shady spots, so we'll not go for that. However, we will get to hear this wonderful, wonderful V8 with this particular exhaust system as well. Oh. That picked up speed like I was driving a Tesla, however with some interaction and some noise and some fun behind it. You find the tiniest gap in the traffic that you want to overtake on a nice B road, and it's just effortless. You'll be out, past it and back in again at just the drop of one cog. Phenomenal. A real driver's car. Typical BMW M series, rear wheel drive, so much fun. Yeah, stunning. So comparing this with the E60 M5, which I used to have, and it was a daily driver of mine for a good couple of years, a few years back. Gearbox in this is a leap forward. It's nowhere near as clunky at low speed. Doesn't change down just as you get to a junction, and before you pull away, all of a sudden drop into first or anything. That was slightly annoying with that one. It was just at low speeds quite clunky. It was much better in its M mode. It would hold that rev just that little bit longer, but this is lightning fast gear changes. This particular example then has only done, as I said earlier, 2013, first registered in March 13, and we've only just getting up to 37,000 miles, so no wonder it's in such good fettle for its age. It's seriously below average mileage for this nearly 10-year-old car. Coming to a price point now where it's an old cliche, you get a lot for your money, but you really do, and I think if they had done this in a wagon, a Tourer, then it would be something that I would still have personally, but I'm not going to put the dog in the back and ruin the back seats in this car. So it's nice to see that BMW are moving back towards that. They've obviously got the new M3 Tourer coming out, which looks absolutely stunning, and I think their next generation of the M5 might even have a Tourer, which I haven't heard anything about yet, but that would be a phenomenal car. thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this short video, and if you want to come and view the car, please make an appointment at Invictus Motors, and hopefully you get a glorious day like this as well when you come to view the vehicle. If you do like these videos, then please subscribe and keep that base working. We can work towards putting some more money into the charities with these YouTube videos, and I get to every now and then come out and do it and enjoy myself driving these kind of cars. Thank you very much.